Hi, I'm Amaris Proctor, a journalist with World of Cruising, and I'm so excited because moments ago I came aboard Le Commandant Charcot, which is one of the most exciting ships sailing the high seas today. It's from Ponant, which is a fascinating cruise line which sits right at the intersection of ultra luxury and expedition. We'll be on board for 5 nights, sailing from Brest in Brittany in France all the way to Reykjavik in Iceland. It's a rather unusual itinerary because there's no port stops in the same way as you typically expect. However, that gives us plenty of time to get to grips with what makes this ship so special, and very excitingly to talk to all the incredible scientists who contribute to the vital research that Ponant is so dedicated to. So as you can hopefully see behind me, it's a rather glorious day here on Le Commandant Charcot. We have some very exciting things on the agenda today. Most excitingly, we'll be meeting with Mathieu Petitot, who is very much the father of Le Commandant Charcot. Ponant gave him a very broad but very challenging brief, which was create a ship that can reach the North Pole. So he thought very carefully about how to incorporate both the ultra-luxury signature identity of the Ponant brand, but also the kind of scientific facilities that just make sense when you're thinking about going to the most remote regions in the world. Next up, we'll be meeting with Eric Dupont, who is a science officer aboard Le Commandant Charcot. Not only is he a science officer, he's actually one of the first. That's because that was a position created for this ship. His job is to coordinate the scientists working on board, help them collect data, and also be able to communicate what the scientists are doing to guests. So I'm very excited to speak with him and get a tour of both the wet and dry labs.
You need to know how to maintain everything. But this is the basic of physics to analyze the water.
I'm standing near the front of the ship and I'm about to go outside, but first I want to share some key details. There are actually binoculars outside which come in real handy when you're trying to spot wildlife. On this journey, birds have been a big focus for us, but we've already been very lucky that the captain decided to stop because a whale was spotted. We were able to actually see its back, and we saw the puffs of breath over the water, which was a truly exhilarating experience. Another part of the wellness offering is al fresco pool, or the Blue Lagoon as it's called. This is a complement to the indoor one and offers a pretty spectacular way to swim even in the most remote regions. So here on deck 9 is actually a great spot to watch the helicopter land, which is what I did. It was such an extraordinary experience. So the helicopter isn't something passengers generally ride in. It's a part of the safety protocol. It can be used for rescue missions, for medical evacuations, and also to scout the ice to make sure that it's safe to sail. One of the things I'm really enjoying about the ship is the decor. It definitely feels like a high-end boutique hotel, and it has a real sense of inspiration from nature. You get it with these lovely geological formations and this marble which really feels inspired by ice, or this black stone which almost feels volcanic. It feels like something that could be picked off on a beach in Iceland, where we're headed now. As I'm sure you can see behind me as well, there's also a small library, which is really lovely if you like passing long voyages with a book in hand. You'll find them in different languages as well, as this is a very international ship, and the library really reflects that. I hope you can hear me all right over the rush of the wind and the water, but I just wanted to show you these rather unusual benches. They might look quite ordinary, but they're actually heated, which definitely comes in handy when you're sitting outside in the Arctic or Antarctica, watch the wildlife. It's It's also great to know that you can actually walk a full circle outside on the ship, which is a great way to get your steps in on long voyages. 3 circles is a kilometer, and there are sometimes guided walks by the fitness lead on board. Another thing to know about the ship is that it is definitively French. It flies the French flag and the Brittany flag because a lot of the key members of Ponant are from Brittany, and a lot of the crew is from France, and definitely get it through the food as well. Una comes from Alain Ducasse, which if you're interested in French food, definitely is a name you'll be familiar with. He has 3 Michelin stars at the Dorchester, which is no small thing. Behind me you may see a lifeboat, which is no small detail if you're traveling to places like the North Pole and Antarctica. You have to think very carefully about how to do these voyages safely and what to do if an emergency arose. These are specially modified because you will have to think about how to survive for at least 5 days while rescue comes, while both on ice and on the open water, and a combination of both. So yes, thinking about how they did that and all the experiments they had to do, including 24 hours in immersion suits camped out in the North Pole. Wow, like that's a pretty tough order. After getting thoroughly windswept while watching the birds outside, coming inside to sit by the crackling faux fire is definitely such a treat. Something else I really want to tell you about is stateroom. So I'm staying in a lower balcony stateroom, and I've just loved the balcony. It has 2 seats and a table. It's just lovely to sit there and watch the world go by, especially when you see the kind of sunshine glinting off the waves. It's a pretty spectacular way to spend an afternoon. The room itself it feels very much like a boutique hotel. The bed is very comfortable. The mattress is quite firm. There are lots of pillows. There are extra blankets, and there's personal temperature control if you're kind of worried about that when you're traveling to quite cold climates as well. The curtains are blackout curtains, which really makes a difference, especially if you're traveling somewhere with very long days or even 24 hours of daylight. Like, it's a game changer. There's a TV which has your program, but also a good selection of channels, so you can, unwind with a documentary or a film at the end of a long day. The bathroom is quite impressive. I really like the Diptyque products. It just makes such a difference when you don't have to worry about packing your own shampoo, because you just can rely on good quality products from France. It's also cleaned really regularly, twice a day, with a turn down service, and in the turn down service you'll get unexpected little treats, like perhaps a macaroon or a chocolate, which just is a nice little punctuation to your day. And there's also lots of little surprises along the way. A little bit later today there's also going to be a caviar tasting, which definitely feels very special and bougie as well. In terms of entertainment, it really is a tale of 2 halves. So on one side you have the enrichment side, which includes the scientific access, but also lectures on subjects like the history of oceanic exploration, which included a lecture on the Fram, which is a remarkable vessel that's definitely worth a Google. It went on some very interesting adventures and really is a testament to the human spirit of curiosity and discovery. But beyond that, there's definitely kind of the more classic cruise entertainment side to it. So for example, you can enjoy things like musical displays which in the theatre, which includes some classic show tunes and perhaps a saxophone player. And all throughout the ship you can also enjoy the musical stylings. So definitely great to be able to see these really talented artists as you explore these remarkable destinations. Something I haven't been able to show you that much on this voyage, because of course we were sailing directly from France to Iceland, is the expedition amenities which are on board, but we have been able to see them and they're quite impressive. The kayaks really stand out. I understand that that's a pretty special thing to do in some of these remote regions, because you can sometimes get closer to the wildlife. The same goes for the 16 zodiacs on board, which are also used by the scientists, so they're kind of pretty crucial for 2 reasons. And then another thing to note is there is also kind of footwear and even kind of jackets if you're going to certain places, so that they know that you're warm enough to kind of withstand these pretty intense climates. we've just docked in Reykjavik and I'm so excited to explore this Icelandic city. But before I do, I just wanted to say thanks so much for joining me on this journey. I've really enjoyed exploring Le Commandant Charcot. It's been very illuminating and I hope you have also found it to be a fascinating ship. If you want to see us explore more ships like this one, please do subscribe to World of Cruising. We'll bring you more ship reviews, journeys and more behind the scenes footage as well. So thanks so much for joining and hope to see you soon.